Hi everyone, this is Cheryl from Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please, if you like the videos, you like the content that I'm doing, please hit subscribe. If you like this video, please make sure to also hit the like button. I would truly appreciate it. So today the video is going to be about how to drink 1 gallon of water every day per day for the rest of your life. I'm going to show you a container that I use that was given to me by my sister. She purchased it from Amazon. I'll put the link below. I want to say it was definitely less than $20. So, and it's a great jug to have. It's like a jug. It has times on it to tell you that by 7 a.m. you should drink this amount of water, and then it goes, I want to say 9, 11, 1 p.m. Anyway, I'm going to show you all of that. I'm going to show you how I put some lemon, lime, and mint in my water and what I do so that I can achieve drinking this 1 gallon of water per day. Experts say that you should take your body weight, split it in half, and whatever that number is, that's how many ounces of water you should drink per day. I think that is standard if you are not like exercising. I think they just say that's the amount, recommended amount, just basic. But I think if you're exercising, you should drink a little bit more to always rehydrate your body, to replenish any of the water that you lost during exercise via sweat, so forth and so on. So hydrating, keeping yourself hydrated is good for your bowel movements. It is good for your skin. It's just good for your body. To keep your skin elastic and flexible. So I am on this journey where I try every day to drink a gallon of water per day. I'm really going to be diligent with it from this day moving forward because I want to give y'all my 1 year results, and we'll see if my skin starts to look any different. If I'm looking any different, if my hair, nails, and all of that is growing better as a result of me drinking 1 gallon of water per day. So my face is, for most of my videos, is probably going to be a very plain face. When I say plain face, me with no makeup. One, because I do not do makeup. I don't know really how to do makeup myself. So for the most part, if you ever see me in a video or you see one of my pictures and I have makeup on, you better believe that someone has done the makeup for me. I'm very fortunate. I have a few really, really good friends. One of my good friends, she has a very great, successful YouTube channel. Her name is Chris, and her channel is called Chris Loves Lux. And she's all about the makeup. She does other things too, but she does all about the makeup, and her makeup is like her makeup skills is amazing. So I would say go over to her channel, check it out, make sure you subscribe. She does a ton of videos. She teaches you about like where to shop, how to shop, she does really great looks. I would just say go check her out. Go check her out. So a lot of times, and I'll let you know, because she's going to do my makeup for an upcoming interview that I'm doing. Matter of fact, it's this month. So you'll see that interview on my channel, and I will definitely let you know. But she is scheduled to do my makeup for that interview. And she's done my makeup for like a ton of other events. So, we really have a lot of fun together, and she always pushes me into doing looks and colors with my makeup that I just normally would not do. When I do get my makeup done, I usually totally just like, neutrals and plain face, like bare, like you could barely tell it's on. But she pushes me into her colors and everything, and she's doing a really great job on her channel. So today's video, to get back a little bit, today's video is going to be about how to drink 1 gallon of water per day. And I'm also going to show you this mug I have. I'm going to talk a little bit about this and why I have this when we get into it. You can get any cup. You are going to need the jug that I'm going to show you. You're going to need an extra cup. You're going to need some small bottle of waters to keep by your bedside every night, so you can drink one of them in the morning. You don't have to keep the whole case or whatever by your bedside, but every night you need to have one that you put by your bedside so that you're prepared to, drink it as first thing when you wake up in the morning. So I thank God every morning for waking me up. And then right after I thank God and I do a little meditation, then I drink my first bottle of water. And the reason why it is so important to start your day off a certain way, because the way you start your day off is usually the way your day is going to continue. So, and this is no judgment, because I used to totally be one of these people where in the morning I would have my cup of tea that was laced with sugar and all kinds of other stuff in it that really wasn't good for me. And it kind of directed indirectly everything that I ate the rest of my day. So I would have a lot of sugary drinks, a lot of sweet foods, a lot of junk food, a lot of bad food, really because I started my day off like that. So when you start your day off with water, it just gives you a great start and trend into the rest of your day. And so that's why I'm suggesting that you have the little small bottle, by the side of your bed so that you drink it every day. So let's get into the video, guys, where I'm going to show you how I prepare my bottle of water. Actually, I'm sorry, my jug of water the night before, so it's all ready for me the next day, and that I'll have the intention to drink that gallon of water every day. And I also want you guys, because I want you to stay hydrated and stay healthy, especially in these crazy times. Right now, we are dealing with a pandemic, and everybody knows what that is, COVID-19. And I think it's even more important to keep our immune system intact and healthy and well during these times. Anything that we can do to prevent disease, I think is just something smart for all of us to do. And definitely letting go of a lot of these sugary drinks, including our tea or coffee, if we're tea or coffee drinkers, especially if you add a lot of cream and sugar to your morning drink. Changing that over for some water, I think is going to be a great thing. So I'm going to give you my tips on how to do that. Let's get into the video. And don't forget, at the end, at the beginning, whatever you want, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and you subscribe to my channel. So let's get into it. Talk soon, guys. Bye. Hi everyone, this is Cheryl. Welcome back to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. I'm here today to tell you how to set up your water jug so that you can have it prepared in the morning and be off to a good start of drinking 1 gallon of water per day, every day for the rest of your life. So there's some items that you're going to need, and I'll put this in the link below the video. This is a jug that I purchased from Amazon. Very cheap. I don't even think it was like $12.99 or $19.99 or something like that, but definitely under $20. Actually, I said I purchased it, but my sister gave it to me because she wanted me to stay hydrated and stay on track with my health goals. And the nice thing about this is it holds a gallon of water. It has times on it for you, so to keep you on track. At the beginning, it says you start at 7 a.m. in the morning, then 9, and it tells you where you should be at, how much water you should have in you by 11 a.m., then 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and it ends at 9 p.m., which is kind of late, but you'll find out for yourself. Just staying on track of trying to drink that much water per a day, like on the time slots that they have, is not as easy as you may think, but it's also not that hard either. And when you're first doing it, you will be going to the bathroom a lot, so be prepared. I also have this cup here. We'll talk about this later. In addition to that, I have a small bottle of water. I'll tell you more about that later. And I have my gallon jug, which I'm showing you bottles and jugs, which I know a lot of people are against these days. So if you have on your sink, which I do not, or maybe your refrigerator, a filtering system where you can get your filtered water, go ahead and use that. So you don't have to use the jugs and the bottles like I'm using. But for demonstration purposes, that's what I'm going to use, and that's what I'm going to be showing you. So I have here lemon. I have lime. I've rinsed all of this stuff off already. And I have some fresh mint. All of this I got at my local supermarket. The lemons I got about 5 for $2.99. The limes were 5 for $1.99. And the mint, it was like a big bunch. This is not even a whole bunch here. It was like a big bunch of mint for $1.99. So it's really inexpensive. You're going to need a knife and a cutting board, which I have here. And like I said, I already rinsed all of this off. I just cut off the ends, and then I kind of just slice the lemon up. You could use the whole lemon, but you don't have to. I use half sometimes, and sometimes what I do is I'll cut them in half again so they can fit in my jug nicely. And then sometimes it depends on how much time I have when I'm preparing. I'll cut it again just so all can just slide in the jug really nicely. And half is really good enough. It just depends on your preference on what you want to do. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do the same thing with my lime. I cut off the ends and kind of move those out the way. And you don't even have to use lemon or limes. Again, it's your preference. You have to decide, like, you play around with it and say, okay, what do I like? What don't I like in my water? Just to give it some flavor. Because I know sometimes people just like, they have to have coffee, they have to have tea, and they just cannot drink plain water. So, it's just kind of giving you some options to get a little bit of flavor in your water. And then I take my mint, and it's really not a measuring thing with me. It's how I feel and how much of this mint, lemon, and lime do I want in my water that day. So that's really what it is. And the reason why I prepare it at night is so that whenever in the morning, if I'm just rushing or I don't have time, there's no excuse. I can just grab my jug and go. So that's the nice thing. Oops, that fell. We're going to leave that one alone. We have plenty of mint left here that I'll throw over in a bunch. And I've seen people put it in with the stem on it. I just don't. Again, no rhyme, no reason. That's just my preference. That's the way that I do it. So this jug has already been cleaned out. And then I'll just untwist it. It has like a nice top there. I untwist it. And then I start to prepare by throwing all of my ingredients in there. It has a warning in here. This you do not put in a dishwasher. No hot liquid. And it tells you don't leave it in the car on a hot day either. So that's not going to be good. So again, now all my stuff is ready. I'm just throwing it in my jug here. And it all fits in nicely because of the way that I kind of, cut it up there. So that's really nice. And so next, after I have all of my ingredients in there, everything that I want, I open my gallon jug and then I just begin to pour it inside this big jug. And I fill it up. Once it's all filled, I just take a quick look and say to myself, again, is what your preference is. Like, I'm like, okay, do I have enough lemon in there? Do I have enough lime? Do I have enough mint? And when I'm okay with it, I would just go ahead, screw my top back on, and this is all ready to go in my refrigerator overnight and prepare myself for the next day. I usually do not prepare my next batch for the day until I am finished with my batch from the previous day. But if time is running out, there's been plenty of days where I only make it to 7 p.m. Or there's been days I only get to 5 p.m. And there's been days where I only get to 3 p.m. and I'm like, what happened? And there's other days where I finish it way before 9 p.m. and I'm like, okay, this was a great day. But I'm going to give you some tips on how you can make sure that every day you definitely finish all the way down to 9 p.m. Either before 9 p.m. or maybe sometimes after 9 p.m. So the reason why I have this extra cup right here is two things. Some people, I'll back up a little bit first. Some people prefer to drink their water room temperature. Once you add all this lemon and lime, and I mean, it can sit out for a little while, but I don't think it should sit out too long. But what I do is, I do like mine refrigerated. I will put it in the refrigerator overnight, and that's why, so that way it's all nice, chilled, and cold. And then when I get up in the morning, I'm ready to start drinking, I will take it out. And right now I'm very fortunate. I work remotely. I work from home. So this jug, once I take it out for the morning and I'm starting work, it stays right by my workstation at home. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. When this jug is out of sight, it's out of mind. And next thing you know, if you do not have it by you all day, it will be 11 o'clock and you're still at 9 a.m. Or maybe you at 7 a.m. because you just totally forgot about it. So no, even if you do not work from home, I suggest you travel with this jug to your job and you keep it by your side so that you're always reminded when you look at it, you're like, okay, I'm a little bit behind. I'm only at 9 a.m. and it's 11 a.m. Let me try to get some more water in and kind of catch up. So of course you're not drinking from this jug. I mean, I've seen people in the gym like have big gallon of jugs and they drink directly out of it. I can't do that. And that's where this cup comes in. So first thing in the morning, what I do after I take this one out of the refrigerator, I have this cup and I'm constantly refilling this cup and drinking from this cup in order to get my water intake in. So that's where this cup comes in, and that's how you're going to utilize this cup. So you might be asking me, well, why don't I just fill this cup up and then every time I'm ready for my next batch, just go to the refrigerator and refill it again. If you're like me at work and you get busy and sometimes there's meeting after meeting after meeting, you don't have time to even go grab this so that you can refill it when your cup is empty. And sometimes in between meetings, all you have time to do is like run to the bathroom because you will be using the bathroom a lot when you start to drink all of this water. All you have time to do is run to the bathroom. You're like, oh my God, all right, I got to run to the bathroom. I don't have time to get my jug of water. So now you're stuck because you're way behind in your water intake because this water jug is not next to you. So that's why I have the suggestion of always keeping it by your side so that you're constantly reminded. And it's so great that this has the times on there for you. So you're constantly reminded, okay, not only where you should be, but at the time that you should be there. So let's go back to my extra water bottle here. And why do I have this bottle? I have this bottle because this bottle should be on your nightstand in your room. If you have a nightstand, if that's what you call it, a table beside your bed. If you don't even have a table beside your bed, then it should be on the floor next to your bed or somewhere where you, immediately when you wake up in the morning after you pray, if that's what you do. Me, I pray and I thank God that I'm here for another day. And then after I pray and I do a meditation, then I drink down this entire bottle of water before I even get out my bed and start my day. So you might be saying to me, well, why not just have water from this jug filled in your cup and ready for you to drink in the morning? Because I'm just, crazy like that. I don't want nothing overnight flying into my cup or my straw. So I prefer to just have a bottle on the side of my bed. And I know as soon as I get up, I drink this water down. So there's days when I get very close to 9 p.m. and there's like a smidgen left. I don't drive myself crazy because I know that in the morning I already had this bottle of water. So that can kind of counter what's left in my bottle here for the rest of the day. So, I always have that there and ready for me, and I drink that. And the reason why, I think I already said it, but the reason why I keep this by me is so that I'm always mindful of it and that I won't forget. So there are my tips on how to get your gallon of water in every day. And so there are my tips on how to get a gallon of water in per day, every day. You're going to prepare your bottle overnight. You're going to have an extra cup, which I kind of put a little bit of water in there. And you're going to always have an extra cup so that you have something. You're not drinking out of this jug. You're pouring your water into a cup. And in my extra cup, I forgot to mention this, I throw some lemon, lime, and some fresh mint in my cup. Because when you're pouring your water from the jug, it doesn't necessarily always dump some mint and lemon and lime from out of the jug into your cup. So I always have some in my cup also. But when you prepare this overnight, it has a nice flavor in the morning for you already. But I always like to have a little something extra in it. And sometimes I think I just have it in there because I like looking at it. So it depends on you, but it will give you, if you let this sit overnight, you will wake up to a nice lemon, lime, minty flavor in your water that you're going to drink the next day. So you'll always, have that already and prepared for you. And what I also suggest when you're trying to just drink a gallon of water per day, every meal, definitely just choose water. Every time you go out and you're hanging out with friends and you're just, maybe you're going tea, coffee, or whatever, go ahead and have your tea if that's what you drink, or go ahead and have your coffee. But after you have that, ask them to bring you a glass of water too, and just sip on a little bit of water after that. Even if you're going out for drinks, like I don't drink, but if you happen to be going out for drinks and normally you get 2 drinks, this time, why don't you just cut it down to 1 drink, and then your second drink could be a glass of water. So you have to learn to just fit in water every chance that you get. And that's why I said, you're going to start off with this bottle of water in the morning. Believe it or not, the things that you do when you first wake up in the morning, it kind of sets the tone for your day. So that's why, and we'll talk about it in another video. We'll talk about meditation. We'll talk about prayer. We'll talk about how you unintentionally set the intentions for your day when you wake up and you do things mindlessly. If I'm saying that correctly. Well, if you do things without thinking. So when you turn over your mind and you do things that are intentional, it will help set the tone for your day. So drinking that bottle of water first thing in the morning is less about getting water in at the very moment that you wake up, and it's more about creating a habit and a mindset that's telling your body to crave water over everything else. And that's just some tips on how you're going to start getting in and having your body just constantly crave water and setting your mind to crave water also. So I hope this video helped you out. I will put the link underneath so where you can go to Amazon and get these different containers, or maybe you just want to use the actual gallon jug of water that you buy. You can still pour a little bit of water out and you can squeeze some lemon and lime in there and some mint. It's really up to you. Like I said, the reason why I happen to truly love this jug is because it's giving you the times. You don't have to think about anything. And when you're just like at a loss with how am I going to get this in for the rest of the day, these times will kind of help you set the tone and a pattern on how you can achieve that. So I hope you like this video. And I hope you like my channel. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell for the notification. So every time I upload a video, you will get notifications of that. I'm going to be dropping 3 videos per week. That is what I'm committed to starting out with. and hopefully I will be dropping them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But guys, I hope you tune in and look forward to my videos. It's going to be a lot of how-tos, because in my journey, these are all things that I am trying to do. Just make sure that I'm drinking a gallon of water today, and everything else that I'll be telling y'all when you tune into my channel. So once again, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and thank you again for joining me for how to drink 1 gallon of water per day, every day, for the rest of your lives.